This is Dr. Cavil inside the HBCU Sports Lab with Charles and AD Drew. With that being said, we're going to get into our mid-major marching sport top 7. This week, we didn't have anyone dropping out, so all the 7 stayed the same this week in terms, but we did have some movement. Miles did participate in the battle this week, and we'll tell you how they came out in their contest and what it meant in terms of where they're in the seeding. Charles is certainly going to be interesting to see where is Miles based on that matchup when they went to Arkansas Pine Bluff. Obviously, the program in terms of the football game gave the Golden Lions everything they needed, but couldn't quite pull it out. We'll see what that meant for the marching sport matchup. Receiving votes this week, though, Kentucky State marching thoroughbreds continue to be 1-0. Winston-Salem State Red Sea of Sound are 1-1. Albany State Golden Rams marching show band, they actually got their first victory as they were in a nice matchup against Savannah State, and they got it done as they moved to 1-0 in terms of what they got done in terms of that matchup. With that being said, let's get into our top 7 and see where they land. At number 7, you have the Central State Invisible marching Marauders at 1-1 on the season, 101 in terms of the points. They stay at number 7, so they're just waiting on their next matchup. We'll see. There's some movement in here. We told you that you have to perform in their marchups, so you'll see some movement because programs are not getting on the road. At number 6, Virginia State Trojan Explosion. They actually fall 3 spots. They've been open the last couple of weeks. They're sitting at 1-1. Started out the season pretty well. Got it done. But they need to get back in action. At number 5, Talladega Marching Tornadoes. They stay at 5, although they hadn't marched in some time. Give them a little love because they just are in a position where you're not getting a lot of matchups. With that being said, it'll be fascinating if they're able to get football going, talking about Chicago State, and get it going in such a way that they earn the membership moving from NIA to SIAC in terms of Division II with the NCAA. That will help them in terms of what that looks like, but we shall see. Number 4, Clark Atlanta, the Mighty Marching Panthers Bands. They stay at number 4, 1-0, 116 points as they stay right there. Moving all the way up to number 3, Charles, Miles Purple Marching Machine. Okay. All right. They got the victory over Arkansas Pine Bluff in the matchup there, so they improved to 2-1, 1-0. They've had some tough matchups, 2 Division I matchups. They split this year thus far. Well done from the Purple Marching Machine. And the fact they get on the road. They went to Pine Bluff. They went to Lane. This program travels and shows out. So they're showing the love, and it improved them where they jump all the way up to number 3. Previous 6, so they're on their way up. At number 2, Langston Marching Pride, 1-0. 2 first-place votes, 141 points. 2 first-place votes. They are interesting. Will they travel to Tyler in that matchup they gave you next week? They need to get it. If not, they surely will drop if they don't find a way to get a matchup there. If not, we might get to see them continue to show out as they get it done. Bringing us to number 1, the Benedict Marching Tiger Band distinction. 5 first-place votes as they get it done there. 143. They remain first, but only 1 matchup. They have to continue to move. Shout out to Miles. Also should say that they did get 1 first-place vote in terms of what they're going down. As Benedict does fall with their first-place votes as they only have 4. So a lot of action there in terms of mid-marching sports, mid-major poll rankings there. Drew, I'll start with you. What are your thoughts in terms of what took place this week? Not a lot of action, so I do understand that. But Miles, they jump up to 3.
Yeah, shout out to Miles for going on, taking on the big boys, not only on the gridiron, but in the stands also. Shout out to Miles there. Couple interesting matchups this weekend, Dr. Cavil. One of them being, and I can't remember the name of the classic, Savannah State, Albany State, that's going to be in Brunswick, Georgia. And I know both bands are scheduled to travel to this classic. So that'll be good. So not only will there be a band looking to pick up another win, but the football team's also going to be looking to pick up another win. Hey, Lane, I need y'all to get on the road and come on down into Alabama. Go down to Tuskegee. We need a dub. We need a dub. We need to get in here, man.
That's right.
Hey, you just can't write down a dub because Lane ain't that bad now. You can't write the dub.
Yeah, but
they got to get on the road.
We will protect our house. We will protect our house.
Yeah,
especially
especially with that shed coming on that brand new turf and everything, and but CIAA interested because of the distance between the teams that are playing this week. I don't really know if they're going to be any matchups in the CIAA. The only potential matchup that I see because of distance is going to be Bluefield and Winston-Salem. Bluefield, I don't think y'all want that smoke. I'm just being honest with you, Bluefield. Y'all just not getting back into the culture. So.
Hey, put your horns up.
Put your horns up. They gonna be blowing them horns. That's what they gonna be doing if Winston State if they take on Winston-Salem State. So overall, Dr. Cavil, though, I think you'd like it, but watch out. Miles is going to be a player in this mid-major poll.
Good thing. And remember, this year at the end of the year, you head to Atlanta, so it's fascinating to see. Miles is kind of shaping up to see if they can get one of those spots. In terms of the final two. With that being said, when we look at it, Albany say Savannah State, I like how you line that up, and you're right. Somebody's going to get a victory at that matchup, and you have to imagine the winner of that is going to vault in the top 7. So that's a huge matchup.
Coastal City.
That being said, exactly.
Thank you. I couldn't remember the name of it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Getting that in there, Charles. With that being said, let me go to you and see your thoughts on Miles as well, and maybe this matchup, and more importantly, the top 7.
Well, let's see if Langston. Let's see if they get on the road. Short trip down to Dallas. They got Texas College this weekend, so let's see if we get a matchup there. I want to see if Clark gets on the road and they put their band on the road to take on Miles. That'll be a matchup if we can get.
They don't want that smoke.
There. No, they don't want this smoke. No, they don't want this smoke. And then, like
you gonna sit them right back down 20. I'm sorry, y'all.
And we got a good matchup, like you said, with Coastal City Classic, Albany State, and Savannah State. So we got some drivable. We got some matchup possibilities this weekend, especially in the SIAC. So real curious to see if we get anything there. And then I mentioned Langston, you got to come down to Dallas. There's no, you got to do that. You got to put that band on the road. Let's see what y'all do against Texas College.